Geoffrey Trease FRSL was a prolific British writer who published 113 books, mainly for children, between 1934 and 1997. His work has been translated into 20 languages. His grandfather was a historian, and was one of the main influences in his work. He is best known for the children's novel, Q for Treason. Trease is best known for writing children's historical novels, whose content reflects his insistence on historically correct backgrounds, which he meticulously researched. His groundbreaking study Tales Out of School pioneered the idea that children's literature should be a serious subject for study and debate. When he began his career, his radical viewpoint was a change from the conventional and often jingoistic tone of most children's literature of the time, and he was one of the first authors who deliberately set out to appeal to both boys and girls and to feature strong leading characters of both sexes. Life and work. Trease was born in Nottingham in 1909. His family were wine merchants, but from an early age he decided to become a writer. During his school days at Nottingham High School he wrote stories, poems, and a 3-act play which the school performed. He won a classics scholarship to Oxford University and, although he loved university life, he found the tuition dull. After a year he resigned his scholarship and left Oxford for London, intent on becoming a writer. In London, Trease worked at helping slum children. He also joined a left-wing group called the Promethean Society, whose other members included Hugh Gordon Porteous and Desmond Hawkins. Trease started to fulfill his ambition to be a writer with the publication of the children's book Bows Against the Barons in 1934. This was the first of his many historical novels and heralded an approach to writing for young people that was quite radical. Through exciting plots, strong characters, and meticulous attention to detail, he introduced his readers to a historical event or period, enabling them to absorb history effortlessly. His sense of fairness and belief in equality for all is a theme explored in many of his books and, within the historical settings, the discerning reader will recognize many parallels with contemporary issues. Trease's stories range from ancient Greece to more recent times and cover the Middle Ages, Elizabethan England, Restoration, London, the French Revolution, the Bolshevik Revolution, and World War II. Other exciting historical events of the 20th century are covered in Bring Out the Banners, Shadow Under the Sea, Calabrian Quest and Song for a Tattered Flag. Trease also wrote modern school stories, e.g., the 5 Black Banner novels set in the Lake District, adult novels, history, plays for radio and television, and biographies. Trease authored a guide aimed at teaching creative writing to young adults, The Young Writer, a practical handbook. He wrote 3 books of autobiography, A Whiff of Burnt Boats, Laughter at the Door, and in the last year of his life, the final part, Farewell the Hills. This was written for his family and friends, and published privately after his death. Trease published 113 books before deciding to call it a day at the age of 88 because of illness. Many were translated for foreign markets, including Asia and Europe. In the United States he won the New York Herald Tribune Book Award for the Children's Spring Festival 1966 for This Is Your Century. In 1933 Geoffrey married Marion Boyer and they had one daughter, Jocelyn. Geoffrey and Marion lived in Colwall, very near the Downs School, Great in Malvern, but moved to Bath shortly before Marion's death. Works: children's writing, junior novels, Bows Against the Barons, Comrades for the Charter, The New House at Hardale, Call to Arms, Missing from Home, Mystery on the Moors, The Christmas Holiday Mystery, Detectives of the Dales, In the Land of the Mogul, Q for Treason, Running Deer, Grey Adventurer, Black Knight, Red Morning, Trumpets in the West Revised Edition 1994 paperback only, Silver Guard, The Hills of Varna, U.S. title, Shadow of the Hawk. No boats on Bannermere, The Secret Fjord. Sir Walter Raleigh, Captain and Adventurer, Under Black Banner. The Crown of Violet, U.S. title, Web of Traitors. Black Banner Players. The Baron's Hostage, Revised Edition 1973. The Silken Secret. The Island of the Gods. Black Banner Abroad. Word to Caesar, U.S. title, Message to Hadrian. The School Beyond the Snows. The Gates of Bannerdale. Mist over Athelney, U.S. title, Escape to King Alfred. Thunder of Valmy, U.S. title, Victory at Valmy. The House of Blue Dragons. The Maythorn Story. Change at Maythorn. Follow My Black Plume. 1000 for Sicily. The Red Towers of Granada. The White Knights of St. Petersburg. Horsemen on the Hills. Popinjay Stairs. The Iron Czar. Violet for Bonaparte. The Seas of Mourning, paperback only. The Field of the 40 Footsteps. Mandeville. Saraband for Shadows. The Cormorant Venture. Tomorrow is a Stranger. The Arpino Assignment. Shadow Under the Sea. Calabrian Quest. Song for a Tattered Flag, paperback only. Fire on the Wind. Bring Out the Banners. No Horn at Midnight. Curse on the Sea, paperback only. Cloak for a Spy, paperback only. Danger in the Wings. For younger readers, The Fair Flower of Danger. The Dutch Are Coming. Bent is the Bow. The Runaway Serf. A Mask for the Queen. A Ship to Rome. A Voice in the Night. The Chocolate Boy. When the Drums Beat. The Spy Catches. The Claws of the Eagle. The Running of the Deer. A Flight of Angels. Aunt Augusta's Elephant. Henry, King to Be. Page to Queen Jane. Elizabeth, Princess in Peril. Mission to Marathon. Other children's books. Red Comet. A Tale of Travel in the USSR. Fortune. Myfo. The Story of Sir Walter Raleigh. The Mystery of Moorside Farm also contains The Secret of Shan and In the Blood. The Young Traveller in India and Pakistan. Enjoying Books. The Young Traveller in England and Wales. 7 Queens of England. 7 Kings of England. The Young Traveller in Greece. Edward Elgar, maker of music. The Young Writer. Wolfgang Mozart. The Young Composer. 7 Stages. This Is Your Century. 7 Sovereign Queens. Byron, a Poet Dangerous to Know. D. H. Lawrence, The Phoenix and the Flame. Days to Remember, a garland of historic anniversaries, short stories. Written Yesterday, A Wood by Moonlight and Other Stories, short stories. Time Changes, The Evolution of Everyday Life. Looking Through History, The Edwardian Era. Hidden Treasure, adult writing, novels such Divinity, Only Natural, Snared Nightingale, So Wild the Heart, autobiography, A Whiff of Burnt Boats, Laughter at the Door, Farewell the Hills. Other adult works, The Supreme Prize Poems, The Unsleeping Sword, Walking in England, North Sea Spy, Clem Voroshilov, The Red Marshal, Army Without Banners, Tales Out of School, Revised Edition 1964. The Italian Story, From the Earliest Times to 1946. The Grand Tour. Matthew Todd's Journal. Nottingham, a Biography. The Condottieri. Soldiers of Fortune. Samuel Pepys and His World. London, A Concise History. Portrait of a Cavalier, Biography. Published plays After the Tempest. The Dragon Who Was Different and Other Plays for Children. The Shadow of Spain and Other Plays. Awards. New York Herald Tribune Award for This Is Your Century.